Yes? You needed something? Only those on official United Colonies business can access the building. I'm one of MAST's resource officers. It's my job to ensure those here on official business get where they're going promptly, and that any rule breaking is dealt with swiftly. This is MAST, the beating heart of the United Colonies. Every decision made in the civilized galaxy takes place inside these walls. The Vanguard exam? Just press the option for the Vanguard orientation hall in the elevator. Stay safe.
You enlisting too? I've always wanted to live in New Atlantis, but they only let citizens buy property, so here I am.
I really hope all this historical junk isn't gonna be on the test.
I like the color right here. It looks nice, the scheme. Well, I could do it without the orange, maybe separate that, but the fact that you're using orange and making it look pretty nice is pretty cool. Give me a second, everyone. I'm cleaning my glasses really quickly. Excuse me. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Also, it's the morning for me, so it was my first time putting them on for the day. Well, I guess it's not true. I wore them to walk my dog as well. But, yeah, last night I was more tired than I realized. I ended up falling asleep knocking out pretty quickly after I finished playing.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more: independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction The Free Star Collective was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Maroon, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus proclamation has always left me torn. So much conflict arose as a result. Was it worth it?
I'm ready to hear that again. Give me a quick second. Oh, I can't. Oh.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Maroon, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
I wish we had more information about House Maroon. It makes it seem like was it one family? Usually when it's using the term house, it implies family.
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Janan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade.
So it's kind of because of one guy, but I wonder if it's on. I wonder if it's its offsprings to rule them, or if it's what it then. I guess if this new following is theocracy, they would be.
The Free Star Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Free Star Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day.
So I think that's an error right there. I think it's supposed to be interstellar, because intergalactic means more than one galaxy. But to my understanding, I think we do travel to a different galaxy, but I think all of this is taking place within one galaxy, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. Never mind. Damn, what a waste of resources. They built it, the UC. Yeah, it's not stated here, but I'm pretty sure that the UC built it.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their Serpent God. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir Jarek that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space. Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Nerion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC Xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped, the Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that irreparably ruined the settlement systems. There were times I felt that it would never end.
Were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war. Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Nerion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
Crazy, imagine piloting one of these things and using it to fight. Very Warhammer-ish. I like it.
I bring her here almost every day to stare at this thing.
I can't stop staring at it. A real terramorph.
I saw one of these things. It was just standing there. I think my first or second video. The second video.
Of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds.
Dad wanted me to apply for the
Terramorphs swept over the
administration track at
city,
school,
seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale
be a senior
never before
biologist.
seen in recorded history.
Science division or nothing.
Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day. In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history.
I bet it was caused by some
Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day. After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
But with the deaths of these individuals, I thought it was the Freeside Collective who, well, they were the winners, I suppose.
That the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be. No one is born a United Colonies citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls mean citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Reminds me of the New Republic for some reason. Probably not the same, totally not at all, because, well, these guys would be the Imperial Remnant. But obviously not the same because they didn't get born from a authoritative government. I kind of like the uniform, reminds me of New Vegas. Probably on purpose. I wish I could zoom in. I would zoom in on the other a set of games. It's like a cross between sci-fi and because supposedly in real life our ships wouldn't have cockpits and things like that. It would just be like in The Expanse. But Like a cross between a ship and a blocky shape. I like it.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber. Please enter.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. You can head in whenever you're ready. The simulator is designed to be a near-perfect replica of a Class B Deimos hoplite, the United Colony's standard destroyer model. It's been tuned to provide a challenging but fair fight against the enemy squadrons you'll encounter inside. While I can't answer that question directly, I will say this. Due to the solitary nature of our work, resourcefulness is a critical tool in any Vanguard pilot's repertoire. You're permitted, even encouraged, to use whatever tool you're able to find in there. Of course, you'll be running through a high-realism combat flight simulation, engineered by members of the UC Science staff, right here in Mast. Your task is to defeat at least 3 tiers of simulated opponents. Accomplish that and you pass the exam, and can then proceed on to your probationary mission. However, if you defeat more than 3 tiers of enemies, your required enlistment time for citizenship will be reduced, and your enlistment bonus increased. But you're welcome to try as many times as you like before returning to Commander Tuala to proceed on to the next step in your application process. We'll only keep the highest score you manage to achieve in there.
I should have gotten his hair for my character.
All right then.
Lift off when you are.
This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
New targets active.
nothing's happening. Great. Oh, no, it's me for me.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run.
Yes? You needed something?
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have some questions you needed answered first? So these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did? I like the fire, applicant. Let's get into it. So, looking at the data, hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation and thoroughness. 2 traits the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4, not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim too. I can tell you that wave are some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results
already
as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed? You're not in the Freestar Collective here. Vanguard keeps its work above board. You want in, you have to do the same as everyone else. And that starts with the oath. I understand. It's a big decision. Think about it. Come back when you're ready.
You know I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Well, that was fun. Now what?
Something
You'll be
to report?
scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Sermon on greed and the responsibility of man. A small gathering of Sanctum Universum faithful listened to hear their founder, but some passerbys expressed frustration. I was just going to Galbank, one person said. Do I have to be subjected to universal propaganda? But this view may be in the minority, as the message of the Universals continues to spread far and wide.
It's me!
I mean, you look great, but isn't it going to confuse him? He won't even recognize you.
I'll be mysterious.
Zoe, you are one in a million.
Maybe for our third date, I'll be a redhead.
You look great. But if you'd like to look better, you're in the right place. Hi, welcome to Enhance. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I'm sure my staff and I can accommodate your every need. If you're here to try something new or on a whim, or to replicate a look you've seen and loved elsewhere, or just want to love your reflection in the mirror a little bit more, we've got you covered. All our services and records are private and confidential, so no need to worry. Oh, yes, of course, sure. Enhance's proprietary registered technology is absolutely the best in the settled systems. There is a reason we've been the #1 most trusted brand for reconstructive and plastic surgery for 2 decades running. Well, I'm not at liberty to disclose any of our patients' personal motivations or services. You understand, of course. But, gosh, it could be anything, really. Something simple or a total reconstruction. Why you're here doesn't really matter to me. It's just important that you're satisfied when you leave. Oh my God. You certainly put things bluntly, don't you? You just took me a little bit off guard. It's like you read my mind or something. You see, I've run into a bit of an issue, a teensy little issue. I may have lost a data slate containing the confidential information of numerous patients. Little things, you know, like payment, information, procedures done, age, birthdays, mailing addresses. Oh no, who am I kidding? This is so bad. If that information gets out, my business and reputation could be destroyed. No patient will trust me again. Because I sense a kind of aura around you, an air of nobility. Also, it all just spilled out. I couldn't hold it in anymore. It's not. People's private information is at stake, ready to be taken by any bad actor that finds that damn slate. And worse, my reputation and business is on the line. Please, I'm begging you. You have to find that slate. Yes. Thank you. And let's see, I frequent the Terror Brew nearby, as well as Whetstone. I also stopped by the Valberg building recently. Thank you for doing this. You're a lifesaver. Please, come back as soon as you have the slate. Oh, and don't read anything on it. It's confidential stuff, remember? Well, all our services are at your disposal.
I do like this hair. The only thing I don't like about it is I just wish it was more forward. This one I just wish the beard was shorter a little bit. This one just, one thing I don't like about it is just looks more like Jimmy Lannister. I guess because my hair is a little bit curly, a bit wavy. If I was younger, I probably would have gone with this one. This one actually, again, I just wish it was shorter though. Who's this guy? That dude's hair.
come back anytime.
This is murder! You're on your own! I'm hit! I'm gonna go down. This isn't worth it! I knew I'd find no way! I am not going to murder!
That's it.
Can't be a part of this.
I decided to keep my original character. And I figured since I spent so much time, a more interesting way of reloading would be just do it that way. So I guess I'm still gonna do this.
You look great. But if you'd like to look better, hi, if you're here. All our services. Oh, enhances. There is a... Well, I'm... Oh my God. You just... I may have little things, you know. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Please. I'm... Yes. Thank you for doing... Oh, and don't... Enhance will be here anytime you'd like a different look.
I guess we're going off planet again.
Hi.
I thought I wanted to
Bobby
just make
mentioned
characters.
you. Hey,
Dang,
there'll be
Megan.
plenty of time for shooting later.
You look great. But if you'd like to look better... Hi, welcome to an... If you're here to try all our service... Oh, enhances... There is a... Well, I'm... Oh my... You... I may have lost little things, you... Oh, no. It's not. And worse, my reputation. Please. Yes. Thank you for doing... Oh, and don't... If you'd ever like to make a change, we're up to the task.
There's a new way of traveling. I want to see if it works.
ready. If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
It's not me. Orcs hijacked my ship. White lined a couple of them, but they've locked me down. Really could use an assist.
We blow that ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to have to board. Target the engines. Once they stall out, we'll have our chance. That's it. Start the docking routine. Come on. Let's go rescue that Vanguard.
The cat's in the way. Wait, is this my ship? Oh gosh, how embarrassing. This is my ship.
Wow. You are the soundest sleeper I've ever seen.
Did I push the wrong button? What the hell?
Low of a temperature. it on. Good work. I'll only carry the goods.
I think she was using the window before.
Goodbye. Let's see. I'd be happy to. Talk to you later. We just saved a man's life. Not bad for a day in the Starfield. Have something for me? Maybe another time.
There we go. Now we're good.
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are. Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right? Ecliptic mercs. They'll work for anyone. And think enough of them finally got fed up and they pooled their money to hire professionals. Ecliptic mercs. They'll work for anyone. And Vanguards don't exactly make friends with local pirates, thieves, and scavengers. Think enough of them finally got fed up and they pooled their money to hire professionals. I hear that. If the universe was a nice place, all soldiers could retire, and no home would be missing a seat at the table. Who are you two, anyway?
Constellation.
Seriously? Guess that's where the respect for space comment was coming from. Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
Oh, I think I see it right there in the upper right.
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, it's been a mess lately. Spacers, Varun zealots, plus Ecliptic tracking me down.
We ran into a few members of Ecliptic at the Nova Galactic Star Yard. I'm guessing they were after you.
Ah, damn. That's probably how they found me. I knew taunting the Spacers to meet me at Neptune was a long shot. Making rookie mistakes. I've been chasing shadows around the Sol system for years. And every time I go back to Mars...
Sidonia is waiting for you. Run down, forgotten.
Feels like everyone's given up, you know? I've just been spending more and more time in the Starfield. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really going back. Yeah? You know, that's actually kind of tempting. I'd have to settle some things back on Sidonia. Maybe hit me up there later.
If you don't mind, we came here for something. That strange object you found?
Right. Hey, it's yours. Appreciate the rescue. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge.
I just can't fit there. I'll probably explore a bit before I go back.
It might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Contact Charlie 3. That's you. Charlie 3. Hi. I got some information for you. Please, acknowledge. I got something important to say. Nice to meet you. Bye, Charlie 3. Hi. Just doing my daily paying it forward. Avoid the Altair system. Like big time. I meet so many people, and I'm just giving up trying to keep track of them all. So you're the third Charlie I've met today. Nice to meet you. Oh, I know. Just my memory for names. Well, it's plain terrible. Sorry. So, I'm doing my rounds, pick up supply drops, and I grab into the Altair system, and oh boy! Spacers all over the damn place there. Distress call, yammering nonstop. Something big's going down there, and all of us with no skin in the game, yes, we just give it a wide berth. Am I right? Oh, it sounded bad. Real bad. But I had my own problems. I had to plot a course out before the Spacers took out my grav drive. Sorry, I'm just not constitutionally capable of the big space fight thing. I skedaddled as soon as my grav drive could spin up, but, yeah, lucky. Bye, Charlie 3. You've been like the best Charlie 3 I talked to all week.
Interesting, maybe I'll check that out instead. Did I miss those things? I did. Or maybe I'll go do this one. Let's. Yeah, maybe it's just too high level for me. Look at that level 30. I just noticed that. Hold on, I want to do a manual save too.
Outpost U-309 to any and all Freestar Collective craft. We are under heavy fire. Hostile spacers are overrunning our position on Altair 2. I'm not sure how much longer our outpost can hold on. We don't have much time. Private Mahoney out.
finally be off our ship.
Why is she punching the... She's not gonna come up here too?
Well, well. Look who decided to rejoin the world. Back to the lodge, shall we? Want to see what I'm... Bye-bye.
Hopefully she's...
Not gonna last much longer.
Why did she drop it? She's using it again. What the fuck? This woman. Maybe she switched to closer. But she picked it up. I mean, I don't know.
Shoot the kill!
Might as well take what we can.
I've had enough of this. Mark.
gonna go back to my ship and heal up and
Get up and get going. We've got the stars to explore.
Well, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break right here. I'll for sure continue playing. So far, I'm really enjoying the game. I really love the soundtrack, the music. I'm enjoying the quests so far. I'm going to do a couple side quests first, hence why I'm out here. Obviously not the one that I intended to do, but a side quest nonetheless. But yeah, again, thanks everyone for joining. I do appreciate it. Have a great morning, day, or afternoon, whatever it may be for you. Let me know your opinions about Starfield. For me personally, I'm happy that I am enjoying it since I did get the permanent edition. And also since I bought the Series X as well. But I'm really happy with what I got so far. Yeah.